Hiya, we're the 16-Bit Brothers, and this is another episode of Mass Debaters. Tonight we're going to talk about our best gaming finds, whether it be on eBay, out in the wild, or whatever.
Anywhere. Doesn't matter.
On the floor.
In
In a dumpster truck.
Yes.
At Johnny's Sisters.
What is that like? I cut it out every week. Well, my greatest find, it hasn't been topped since, and I can't imagine it being topped again. It's probably what got me into collecting. It was one of the first things that I bought about 3 or 4 years ago, was it?
Yeah.
You'd been collecting for a little while, and I wanted to get in on the
The
magic. So I wanted a system that I'd never played before, and I was searching everywhere for it. And this one day we were both at work, weren't we? And I was checking on eBay, and I found it on there for £1, which was finishing there that day.
And it was pick up only, wasn't it?
It was pick up only. The picture on it of it was really shady.
Yeah.
Freaking impressed.
There weren't any description. Obviously I knew what it was, and it was still at 99p. I didn't even have an eBay account at this moment in time. So I spoke to Danny, asked him to check it out, asked his thoughts on it, and he was like, well, if it's only £1, go for it.
Yeah, I was like, he's not going to go for £1.
Yeah.
No, but-
And I was like, well, I'll get it for £1, I'll get it for £1. It finished, I got it for £1. Danny couldn't believe it.
I couldn't, absolutely.
All day they were telling me I wasn't going to get it. I messaged the girl saying, can I come and pick it up tonight? On a Saturday.
Eager beaver.
I wanted to get my hands on it. She lives in Bolton, drove all the way to her house. It was like a really nice estate it was.
Yeah.
And pulled up.
Wag? Was she a wag?
No, she was only young. She was smoking hot.
Really?
Yeah, smoking hot. And I...
Do you still remember?
No.
Why not?
she probably broke the phone after that. She was probably about the same age as us, and we're probably wondering why the hell I was buying her little brother's Super Nintendo. When I first got it, there were loads of stickers all over the console.
It wasn't, I mean, all they were just stickers.
Yeah, they were.
So I
stickers.
just got a bit of alcohol and it just came straight off.
Yeah, it's cleaned up
Yeah.
brilliantly. And so yeah, I got a Super Nintendo for £1. Gave me a controller, and it was boxed.
No, we were on the phone, weren't we, as well, with this clock ticking down. It was like last 10. I'm like, you're not going to get it. I am. It was just like ticking down. Now, still is probably the best eBay find I know of.
Yeah, all wires with it and controllers.
Everything was in
Complete
it.
box.
The controller had loads of stickers over it as well, but cleaned it up, bit of isopropanol. Yeah, looks like a beauty.
Yeah,
Sweet.
great find. And anybody can find a better find on eBay than that. Put it down because I'd like to know.
Well, it was 2 or 3 years ago, but still,
Stuff like that will still happen. Things will get missed.
I can't see one going for £1 now.
You'll be surprised, you know.
Well, mine went for £3.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it looked like it was seasick though. So
yeah.
that's blue. You go blue, don't you? It's seasick.
It was
You don't like
Look like I had jaundice.
It looked like it had jaundice. I'm gonna sneeze.
Right in your face.
Fall on the floor, Johnny. Do you still do that?
No.
He used to just before he sneezed, he'd fall on the floor.
It's like goats that do that.
I was having
No,
a crack.
it
I'm having a laugh.
My pick is what got me into collecting. I used to have Amiga when I was a kid, and this is one of the games that I used to have, and probably still one of my favourite games. When we were moving from our last house, in fact it was from my girlfriend's house, she was moving in with me. We pulled a box down from the attic, and it was a box full of Amiga games. There was a lot of great titles in there, but one of them stuck out to me, and that was Chaos Engine. Still one of my favourite games, was one of my favourite games as a kid. It's a great 2-player game, and it's just still a great game. Now the music's fantastic, the graphics still look good. Yeah.
So did she give you that game then? Did she say you could
Well,
have that?
I got a full box of Amiga games. There used to be a Brothers just said you can have them. There was probably about 15 in there, but they were all in immaculate
Pristine,
condition.
Yeah. That's got all the inlays and all
everything.
the inserts and everything.
Just that, picking that Chaos Engine up and finding all the inlays that I had and everything being mint just got me into just wanting all the games that I used to have as a kid. So that's my greatest find.
For free.
For free, yeah.
And it weren't just that game either. There was Monkey Island was in there, Sensible Soccer, loads of other games, Powermonger, things like that. So it was a good start for the collection.
You've got a story, haven't you now?
Oh, I've always got a story. I think we're all telling stories tonight, Adrian, aren't we? Some way, shape or form. Stories time.
Alright,
Right, Stewie Griffin.
alright, Mr.
Sorry.
Mr.
Some
Brennan.
friends become enemies, some enemies become friends. Got an interesting Taylor.
So you've probably been collecting the longest, haven't you?
Yeah.
Games? I've been collecting stuff for ages.
Collecting dust, yeah.
Collecting Pepsi.
Yeah, I've been collecting for a long time, and I've been after a Dreamcast for ages. Fuck off!
Why me? We're laughing at each other.
So yeah, I have been collecting for a while. I wanted a Dreamcast, and I'm looking for one, and found one on a stall. It was a reseller, and seen him a lot since, but all of a sudden one popped up on his stall, and he wanted a tenner for it, which is a decent price. Came with a controller and the VMU, but he's always always a bit off with you. Doesn't really want to talk to you and everything. I asked if he could plug it in to see if it worked, and when I tried to see if it worked, it wouldn't work. Basically, it weren't working. The screen was flickering, so I kept messing with it, and eventually it did work. He kept telling me it would, and he did. So I asked if he'd throw a game in with it because he didn't give any games, and he just said no.
Clean no.
Just a clean no, and he was just being like that. And I said, well, how much are the games? He's like £4 each. I'm like, well, I know that. I think it was like Ready to Rumble boxing that it came with, that I bought with it, and it's not worth anything. So I was like, a couple of quid. Anyway, he weren't being like that, and I needed a game, so I bought it. So
For 14 quid.
yeah, 14 quid. Not too bad for a Dreamcast, but
Bargain, greatest find ever. Well done.
yeah. Anyway, I am getting to my best find. Since I've seen him, all the weeks and whatever past, he's always been that way out. And I always thought, I don't want to ever buy anything again off him. And just one Sunday morning, you were with me, weren't you?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
as well.
all three of us were, yeah.
One Sunday morning, I just glanced past, just always have a little look at his stall. And I saw Sunset Riders on the SNES, and that is quite a sought after game. And I thought, he'll know exactly what it's worth. And I just said, how much? And he said, £5. I went, alright.
I was looking through them as well, and you saw Sunset Riders, and I'd never even seen it. And to be fair, at that point in time, I didn't even know what it was. And you just picked it out and asked him, and because I was thinking, why has he picked that up so quick?
Yeah. But he looked at me as well just before he said a price, and it was almost like he had like £3 on it, but because it was me, because he knew that I'd had the kind of a to do with it because it weren't working, and because when you just know, he's obviously seen me walking
That
past
guy,
every week.
That guy is a dickhead.
Yeah, well you know him.
Is that the guy that told you to
Stop pressing the thing down on the.
Right, so I'm not alone.
That guy is
What you should have done, as soon as you bought it off, you should have said,
Well, this is what I'm saying. I said, how much? And he gave me a look. And I said, like, he was going to sell it for £3, but he just put £5. And I had the last laugh because it was Sunset Riders. So not only did I get a game that I'd been looking for a long time, and it's a great game, and it is worth a lot. I got it for £5.
If you know play, it's like a Cowboy Contra, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 2-player. Yeah, Cowboy Contra. It has its own arcade machine. It's a fantastic game.
Good game.
Yeah.
I've got a few things I could say, but the one that probably sticks out to me because I paid so little for it. I went to a flea market, which is in the town that Danny works, so I'm surprised that he never got it. But I went to the flea market, got on the bus one morning, jumped on bus, thought, right, what can I find today? Went to the flea market, second stall I went on, guy had some DVDs scattered on his thing. Yeah, he literally had nothing there, just a couple of DVDs, and I instantly saw this shiny case. And then I saw the little Nintendo thing and I was like, ooh. And then I looked at it and I picked it up, and it took me a minute to register what it was, and it was Zelda Collector's Edition on the GameCube, sealed. He'd thrown some DVDs out and I went, how much is this game? He went, all them DVDs, £2. I went, and how much is this game? He went £2. I went, I'll give you £1.50 for it. And he went, go on then. I
can't believe that you had the cheek.
Like he, and it was like he was like duping me a bit when he went, go on then. Like, so I was like, thank you very much. And then I said, have you got a bag? He went, yeah. Gave me a bag, put it in the bag.
Now, do you pull his pants down as well?
I bummed him. No. So I got it, and as soon as I got it,
You took a picture of it.
I took a picture of it, and us four have like a WhatsApp group where we talk to each other on, and I just took a picture of it and sent it to these guys, and they were like, where have you just got that from? I'm like, market.
Is that the same place you got Luigi's Mansion?
No, Luigi's Mansion was a charity shop for me.
Was it? 50p?
70p.
70p. Did you try and knock it down to 50?
No. But yeah, for £1.50, I've got Zelda's Collector's Edition sealed.
Well, it wouldn't be a mass debate without a special guest.
Yeah. Who is this special guest? You're asking us. Who is it?
This reminds me of, okay, what channel on YouTube does this look like right now?
The 16-bit
There we
brothers.
go, Matt got it.
Yeah.
I was looking at Lester and I said,
Our British brothers.
hello, mate.
Can we smoke something?
That's not gonna make the video. I'm sorry, that's being cut out.
Let's go though.
Shut your fucking face, motherfucker! Set my balls.
He's the mancake-liest of all mancakes that's ever existed.
Yeah. And he's all the way from Canada.
Canadian. With the bacon.
The bacon strip chops.
Yeah.
Those are not there anymore, are they?
No, they'll be forever in our hearts.
No, but we could maybe get a picture of him with bacon chops now.
I'm sure I can sort some out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on.
Oh, hey folks, 64-bit Matthew here, and I'm here to masturbate with the 16-bit brothers. Cannot believe how long it's taken me to clean the Star Fox 64 game. Whew. I'm here to masturbate with the 16-bit brothers about my greatest pickup, or my greatest video game find. And I've been collecting for a few years now, and I've kind of amassed a bit of a collection, and trying to think of my greatest finds ever is actually pretty hard. But after giving it some thought, I was able to narrow it down to the one that I'd like to talk about for this video. And it's a bigger lot, so when I actually get talking about the games, I'll probably have to rush through it because I don't want to take too much time. But I'll give you a bit of a backstory. Now for this one, I had actually seen an ad for my local town's classified. It's an online site, but just a small town one. And somebody had actually posted this. A complete in box Super Scope. Now, for this, they didn't actually have a picture up. It just said Super Scope, $10, I believe is what it said. They emailed me back and said it was mine if I wanted. So I said sure. So I went there to pick it up, and lo and behold, it was actually boxed, fully complete, in quite nice shape. So I was quite happy with that for $10. A nice bonus that it was complete. But they actually said, oh, we have this game that goes with it, so you can have that if you want. And it's a complete in box Yoshi's Safari. So manual, game, box, the box insert, everything's there. So I asked how much they wanted, and they said, well, $10 for everything. So I said that was really fair. So then I asked, oh, well, do you happen to have any other old video game stuff that you want to get rid of? And they said they did. They said that they would take their time, gather it up, and then let me know through email when it was all ready. So I said, awesome, thanks. And it was, I believe it was a week or two later, they got back to me, and yeah, this is what I all got. So, when I arrived at her house, this is what was waiting for me. Minus the Super Scope and the Yoshi Safari, because I already had that at my house, but everything else was waiting there. Now, before I actually talk about the bundle, there is some stuff that I no longer have that was part of the bundle. It also included about 12 complete in case PS2 games, I think 3 N64 controllers. I have them. I just didn't dig them out for this. A bunch of extra cords, memory cards, stuff like that. So a lot of accessories and stuff. But this is the bulk of what I got from her. So I'll jump right in. So as mentioned, there's a Super Scope box. Probably the biggest part of the bundle that I was most excited for is the Donkey Kong 64 set, complete in box. Really mint, all paperwork, everything like that. And then a bunch of boxed games, and some loose ones too. I'll try and hurry through them. Legend of Zelda, Zelda Majora's Mask, Mischief Makers, WCW NWO World Tour, the Yoshi Safari I mentioned, Super Metroid, Banjo-Kazooie, Iggy's Wrecking Ball, GoldenEye 007, Perfect Dark, an N64 Game Shark, Super Smash Bros., which is upside down for some strange reason, Yoshi's Story, Paper Mario, Donkey Kong Country 3, a Game Boy Hunter. Basically plays Game Boy games in an N64 poorly. It's not a very good system add-on. Star Voyager for the Nintendo, Mario Kart 64, WCW NWO Mayhem, and Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey. So, for everything I just showed you, as well as the stuff I mentioned that I no longer have that was still part of the bundle, I paid $90 total, and that's including the $10 for the Super Scope as well as Yoshi Safari. So I had paid $10 for that, and then she had asked for another $80 when I picked up the rest of the stuff, which I thought was really fair, so I didn't haggle or anything. So I got all that stuff for $90, and the reason that I decided to go with that as my greatest finds for this video, two reasons basically. I felt I got really good deal on it. Looking back, I got some of the, not rare games, but some of those games are pricier now, and I was able to get them for quite cheap as a bundle. Number two is, at the time that I picked that one up, that was at least a year ago, maybe even 2 years now. It was when I really started to push for an N64 collection to get some of the games I used to have, as well as some of the ones I never had growing up. And that lot helped drive me to where I am now. So really collecting for the N64. So yeah, that's my finds for this video. Hopefully I haven't rambled too long. But I just want to also say thanks to the 16-Bit Brothers for having me be a part of the show. I really enjoy this series, as well as all the series that they put on. You can tell they put a lot of quality and time into their videos. It really shows. And they're also four of the nicest guys you'll meet on YouTube. I know I say that about a lot of people, but seriously, these guys are awesome. So, four of the coolest man cakes you'll ever see. So, yeah, thanks for letting me masturbate with you. Yeah, I'm probably not going to stop making those jokes, so yeah. But yeah, thanks for having me on the show, and I'll see you folks later.
You're the best! Thanks, Matthew, you're a legend. And he actually had really short notice for that as well,
yeah,
didn't he? So you're a star for doing that for us, Matthew. Thanks.
4 days.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
You manly bastard. As usual, this is a mass debate, but unfortunately they've got rid of video responses, but we'd still love you to do a response
to us. Yeah, we've got a plan. If you do a response, send us a message with the video in so we can watch it.
Yeah, that's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah. And then we will also put that link into our description. So if you do want to see any video responses to this, the links will be in the description for you to check them out.
Yeah, we didn't know what we were doing, did we, in terms of mass debates, but we have had people, asking about it. And
yeah, because of the video response thing, we didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know where it was going to go, but
it might be too much of a ball at it, but we're still going to carry on doing this,
because we still get comments off people. It's more like a question to people, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you just send them in the comments as well. If you can't do a video response, send them in the comments. We always reply to Danny always replies to comments.
Yeah.
Because we're at Play Expo next week, there's not going to be a video. We've got Woodlin and Chris coming up next Friday for Chris's tattoo. Then we're going to Play Expo on the Saturday and the Sunday. So we're going to be too busy to put a video out. But we are taking a big cameraman. We're going to get some good footage there. So hopefully, maybe the week or two after.
But hopefully the week after we'll have like a big bumper video of Chris's tattoo, the Play Expo. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good, won't it?
Looking
It's
forward to it.
exciting times. Exciting times. A lot coming up really.
Yeah, well, we've never been to a convention before. I think we've said it before, haven't we? But we haven't. So we're really looking forward to it. We never really had a mass meet up with people, so
No, it should be good. It's something that's like a bit exciting, isn't it?
yeah, he's excited.
But if you want to get in contact with us before then, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we're on all of those. Come and say hi.
Tumblr.
And if you do see us at Play Expo, come up to us
Yeah.
and say hi to us. But just be careful with Ada.
If Eddie doesn't say much, he'll
Come up to
respond.
us three, no problem. Just have a quick look at Ada first, see what he's doing, how he looks, how he
Don't get in his personal space. He doesn't like people.
No. Just about stomach these.
If you've got a vagina, just go straight up to it.
Yeah.
And he'll take us all.
Unless it smells.
None of them are vaginas.
Hey, I'm 64-bit Matthew, and I'm here to masturbate with the 16-bit brothers. I could not get the Star Fox 60.
Right, Johnny?
Right, Johnny. Take a dump in our white bucket.
Right, that's done.
I thought we were going to go, right, Johnny. See you later.
Get out.
on it.
Get it.
Go on. We're playing pro.